Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm Ultima12125, welcome back to Unjust Gospel. I hope you guys all enjoyed the first part of it, and I hope you guys all enjoyed my little life story during Valentine's Day. I hope you guys all enjoyed my videos up to this point. I will be trying to upload some gameplay footages that I am posting up in this video right now, that you guys are watching right now, by the way. But other than that, I'm not gonna drag on the introduction or anything like that. I hope you guys all introduce it. I'm sorry the first part was 44 minutes. I didn't expect it to be that long. Hopefully this does not take that long, but we'll see what happens. So, let's go. Inside the recording booth, Frederick and Petrie stare over to Josh sitting by himself through the window. Is something wrong, guys? Josh asks. So, let me get this straight. Satan and God didn't do any grand entry or anything cool to introduce themselves. They just appeared in a room while you were in the bathroom, and they just introduced themselves to you, Frederick says. Pretty much, Josh replies. Couldn't you make it sound more interesting, or at least make it up? Petrie asks. But then it won't be the true story, Josh replies. Robert looks up to Josh after messing with the controls, stopping Petrie and Frederick from saying anything else. Sorry about that. Thought I messed something up with the recording. Please continue the story, Josh, Robert says. No. I want to know why God and Satan just shows up in your room without a grand entry. And I think most people would like to know. Frederick demands Josh to explain. They didn't do it because they said every time they do it, they have to clean up afterwards. It's a hassle for them, and they also said that they were rushed over without thinking. Alright, you good to continue now, Frederick says, sitting on an empty chair in the room. Petrie, got anything to say or ask? Josh asks, looking over to Petrie. Nah, I'm good, Petrie replies. Josh clears his throat, placing the headphones back on. Oh, sorry about that. My name is Satan, and this is my wife God, the man says, lowering his head in a noble manner. Hello, police? I have two strangers that broke into my house, and I think one of them might be crazy. I spoke into my phone. Hello, this is the police. We're currently unavailable due to the fact that the handsome God is present, and we are just normal humans who stand no chance against him. Satan's voice spoke out from the call. I look at my phone to see that I dialed the right number, and look over to the man, finding him talking into a phone. How did you... I said, shocked to see the man somehow connecting his phone to mine. Oh my God, Satan said. I don't believe that, I said, convinced that he was lying. But he is telling the truth, God said, standing up from my bed to stand next to Satan. Then show me proof, I said, crossing my arm. Satan and God looked towards each other, quietly discussing what they needed to do. I stood there waiting while keeping my eyes on them for anything suspicious till I saw them nod their heads and look back at me. Suddenly I saw 3 pairs of wings sprout out from their backs. God's wings were pure white wings with a shining halo above her head, while Satan's wings were covered in a midnight blue color wing with 2 more flames on his head shaped like horns on his forehead. I fumbled back in awe, completely speechless from what I was seeing. There should be proof enough, Satan said. Silence filled the room as I couldn't bring myself to say anything to them. I think we might have broken him, God said. You sure? Satan asked, approaching me. I walked up to the wall, trying my best to keep my distance away from Satan as he comes closer to me. This isn't real, I mumbled to myself, trying to regain my composure. It is, though, Satan said, placing his hand on my forehead. The moment he did, the girl woke up, sitting up on my bed, rubbing her eyes. Honey, our little girl is awake, God said. Oh, Satan rushes over to my bed. Our? I asked, looking over to the 3 at my bed. The girl looks up to see God and Satan there and smiles happily, jumping into their arms. Our? I repeated, sliding down to the floor, feeling every logic being destroyed in my head. I'm so glad you're safe, Catherine, Satan said, holding both God and the child tight. I'm so sorry that we've lost you, God said, holding back her tears. Our... I couldn't find anything else to say to them. Catherine looks over to me sitting on the floor, with God and Satan looking over to see my expressed look of disbelief. Yes, our child, God said. What? I said, feeling my legs going numb. Is there something confusing about that sentence? Satan asked. Everything? I said, trying to stand back up with the support of the wall to help me. Everything is confusing about that sentence. Satan gets up from my bed and joins me on the floor. Well, you see, when a man and woman love each other so much, that I know how one is made, I yelled, stopping Satan from his lecture. So, then what are you so shocked about then? Satan asked. Everything that you say you guys are, I yelled out again. That I'm Satan and my wife is God? Satan asked. Yes! Also adding the fact that you two made a child! I said, finally standing up straight. God stood up from my bed, holding Catherine up, bringing her to me. Well, it wasn't easy, that's for sure, God said, smiling. At that moment, I heard my phone ringing, looking down to my phone to find Robert calling me. Hello? I answered my phone. Hey, Josh, you up right now? 'Cause I'm already at your house to pick you up, Robert said. What? I replied, feeling my face turning pale. Yeah, you asked me to come pick you up with my brother so that way we can hang out together, Robert said. I forgot! I look over to the family relaxing in front of me. Hey, Robert! I won't be able to hang today. Something was brought up from my parents, so I won't be able to hang, I said, trying to sound normal. Robert went silent through the phone, making me worried for what he was about to say. Josh? Robert finally spoke out. Yeah? I replied. Who's that woman standing at your window? Robert asked. I look over, finding God and Catherine looking out of the window. Hey, Josh, your friend is here, God said, pointing out of the window. Without hesitation, I quickly dragged God away from my window and pulled the window covers down, picking my phone back up again. No one! There was no one at all! I said, feeling my heart racing. Josh, who was that woman? Robert asks again. Really, no one! I replied, trying to play it off. Okay, Robert said, going silent again. I sighed out quietly, trying to calm myself down, and suddenly seeing Satan peeking through the blinds. Hey, Josh, seems like your friend is going to stay. You letting him in? Satan asked. What? I yelled, pushing Satan to look out. I find Robert waving away to the car that brought him here, and with his backpack he heads to the door. Hello? This is Josh's friend? I hear Satan. Looking over, I find Satan talking into my phone with Robert still on the line. Hello? Who's this? Robert asked. No one! I replied, snagging the phone back. I don't believe you, Robert said. I hear the doorbell ringing, telling me that I was running out of options. Aren't you going to answer that? God asked. You guys aren't helping at all, I said to them, hanging the phone up. Are we supposed to help? Satan asked. Forget it. Just don't let Robert see you at all unless it's necessary, I said to them, throwing clothes out of my closet. I guess we can, but what are you doing right now? Satan asks, dodging clothes flying towards him. I'm looking for clothes to hide my little add-on, I said, I'm unable to find clothes that wouldn't be burned. Giving up on finding one that would work, I put on a long black leather jacket over my t-shirt and a hat, hoping that they wouldn't burn, and head into my bathroom to hide the burning towels and the melted bottle. I quickly finished cleaning any signs of my change in the bathroom and rushed downstairs to the door, preparing myself for the worst before opening the door. Hey, Robert! I spoke out, trying to act natural while sliding myself through the door. Hey, Josh. Is everything okay? Robert asked. Fine, just fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, I replied, trying to play it cool. I see. And what about that woman that I saw at your window? Robert asks. I have no idea who you're talking about, I replied, grabbing Robert's shoulder. But anyway, I'm going to be busy all day today, so I won't be able to hang today, so tell the others I'm sorry, okay? Josh, what are you hiding? Robert said, putting his arms around my shoulder. I suddenly felt an eerie feeling as if I was feeling someone's curiosity or deceitfulness. I'm not hiding anything, I said, trying to ignore the feeling. Uh-huh, Robert said, feeling the eerie feeling increasing. The door suddenly opened and Catherine peeked her head out, seeing Robert and I in the lawn. Catherine, Josh is busy right now. He'll join us for breakfast when he's done, God said, escorting Catherine back inside. Robert and I fell silent, watching the door slowly close, feeling the eerie feeling change from curiosity to a mix between confusion and playful. Robert turns to me to face him, placing his hands on my shoulder, seeing a bit of tear building up in one of his eyes. Josh? I'm proud of you, Robert said, holding a thumbs up. What the is wrong with you? I yelled. I never thought you had any guts, but here you are with your own wife and child, Robert said, patting my shoulder. She's not my wife, nor is that my child, I said, trying to clear a misunderstanding. You don't need to be ashamed about it. I'll let everyone else know, Robert said, taking his phone out. Hold up. I reached out, grabbing Robert's wrist, noticing the eerie feeling was coming from him. You don't need to hide it from us anymore. You can live your life to the fullest, Robert said. I pondered for a while to the eerie feeling, staring at Robert for a while. Robert, are you messing with me? I asked. What gave it away? Robert asked, giving a smirk. What the I said, trying to calm myself down. I just had to. I knew she wasn't your wife, Robert said, laughing. I mean, seriously, if you can't even tell Emily how you really feel for her, there was no way in hell you could ask someone like her out. But what does that supposed to mean? I asked. Come on, Josh, everyone can see that you have a thing for Emily. You're just a gutless man that can't say it, Robert said, calming down. Emily and I are just childhood friends. Nothing more than that, I said, feeling a bit flustered from what he said. Right, Robert said, looking at me suspiciously. What? Childhood friend who's been together since elementary school know exactly what each other is thinking without needing to say anything to each other, Robert said. I don't know about you, but that sounds really cliche to me. Whatever. I'm just here to tell you I'm not going to be able to hang today, so let everyone else know, and I'll see you at school on Monday, I said. Robert grabs onto my jacket, tugging it, making me remember about my wings, praying that the smell of something burning wasn't coming out. By the way, Josh, what's up with this getup? Robert asked. I thought I changed my look, but you showed up, so I didn't get a chance to change, I replied. Uh-huh, Robert said, snagging my hat. Hey! I panicked, covering my head, trying to hide the two flames on my head. Robert stares at me, making me worried about his reaction to the flames, but noticed he wasn't saying anything. I thought you had this on because you had a bad haircut. Looks like you didn't, Robert said. What? I said. What? Robert said. Does he not see them? I wondered to myself. Well, aside from that, what did you need to do that is keeping you busy? Robert asked. Just stuff. So let Frederick and Petrie know, okay? I replied. They can't today, Josh, Robert said, stopping me from getting through the door. What? Yeah, apparently they had something brought up to them today, so they won't be able to hang today, Robert said. I wondered to myself what the other two could be doing today, but I couldn't think too much because I was more worried about Robert finding out what's really going on with me. So, I guess there's no reason for you to be here then, I said, dragging Robert to the road. No, since I'm here, we can still do something. After I help you with whatever you need to do, Robert said. I don't need help, I said. Okay, Josh, what's really going on? Robert asks, heading to the door. Wait, Robert! I chased after Robert before feeling another presence. The presence was coming from the door, but unlike the eerie feeling that Robert was giving out, or the feeling that God and Satan made me feel, the presence felt like a blizzard blowing through me, freezing me in place, followed by a scent of blood. I froze in place, having trouble breathing from the cold chill that was blowing through the door, and Robert notices me having difficulty. "Josh, you okay?" Robert asked, standing at the door. "Robert?" I looked up, suddenly felt the presence change, as if the person on the other side of the door was making their move. "Robert, look out!" I rushed to Robert, pushing him from the door right when the door burst open and a blur swings over to me, sending me flying. I crashed into a parked car, hearing the tires screech before I fell over on its side, letting me see the sky. The moment the car stops, I started puking up blood, feeling my boat snapping back into place. What was that?" I tried to pick myself up, continuing to cough up blood. "Josh!" Robert yells out. Finally able to sit up with blood covering my shirt, I looked over to the broken door to find a creature slithering out. I see a giant anaconda, bigger than any anaconda anybody could see, slithering through the cloud towards me. Along the path, I see Robert standing in shock, seeing me fly suddenly. I jump off the car to rush over to Robert, to see the snake ignoring Robert, and Robert not noticing it slithering past him. The anaconda comes into view, and instead of a head of a snake, I see an upper body of a man wearing a mask and wielding a dagger with his blade all wavy shape. "Josh, are you okay?" Robert calls out to me. "What the f*** is that thing?" I yelled at, pointing in front of me. "What thing?" Robert asked, not seeing the snake man in front of me. "What?" I said, dumbfounded that Robert couldn't see this giant anaconda man in front of me. "It's no good. Your friend won't be able to see me," the snake man said. "What do you want?" I asked, feeling my heart racing. "I've come from hell after an announcement from the great leader saying that he has found his heir," the snake man replies. "Leader? Hell? Heir?" I said, unable to understand what he was saying. "That's right. He said that if there's anyone who wishes to take the throne to rule hell, then he must first defeat his heir," the snake man said. As the snake man explained his reasoning, I started to sneak by, hoping he wouldn't realize what I was doing. "And so, I'm here to take your life so I can take over the underworld," the snake man said, looking down towards me. I quickly readied myself for whatever the snake man plans to do. "It would seem you still haven't fully awakened your powers," the snake man said. "Josh!" Robert calls out to me. "But no matter. I will just kill you before it happens," the snake man coiling up like a snake. "Robert, stay back!" I yelled over to Robert. The snake man sprang himself toward me, holding his dagger out. He moved so fast that I jumped out of the way, out of instinct, only seeing a blur fly past me. The snake man crashes into the car, completely wrecking it. Thinking I dodged the attack, I headed towards Robert, but suddenly I fell to the ground, feeling pain coming from my leg. I looked down to see that his attack did hit me and completely sliced my leg off. My heart started to race as I panicked, screaming from both the pain and the fear. "You won't get away that easily, my prey," the snake man said. "He's going to kill me," I mumbled to myself. "Josh!" Robert yells out, seeing me on the ground with my leg cut off. "What's going on?" "Robert! Get out of here and get help!" I yelled out. As I called out to Robert, I suddenly feel a force fall on top of me, crushing my chest, breaking my ribs and spinal cord. I tried to scream in pain, but felt all my air leave my body, making it hard for me to say anything. Blood starts exiting from my face as I try to regain some air, seeing Robert scared out of his mind and unsure what's going on. I take a deep breath and call out to Robert. "There's 2 people in my house that can help. Quickly, get to them!" Robert didn't reply and quickly head to my house to find God and Satan. "They won't help you," the snake man said. "And even if they did, they won't be able to save you in time." "I have to get away from him," I mumbled to myself, pushing the heavy object up. I'll end this quickly before you use your powers, the snake man said. I feel the tail slithering up my back and wrapping itself around my neck, cutting any more air from entering. Gasping for air, I hold onto the tail, trying to pull it away from my neck, as it lifts me up to make me face the snake man eye to eye. The snake man stares at me, seeing me going unconscious, and slams me to the ground, feeling my bones that was restored break again. He lifts me up again and stabs me with his dagger over and over, showing no signs that he was going to stop. I'm going to die, I said to myself, trying to gain the strength to fight back. You've lived this long thanks to your power keeping you alive, but it doesn't matter. For the moment you die, the snake man's voice slowly dims away as I felt my life drifting away. Everything went to black as the pain slowly goes away, and everything went silent. I felt myself feeling like I was floating in space, but suddenly I saw a bright light shining before my eyes. Waking up from the light, I found myself floating on water under a white sky. I found myself unable to move a single finger and looks over to see an end to the pure white water. Looking back up to the sky, I find a black figure engulfed in black flames staring down. You seem at peace, the mysterious person said. Who are you? I asked. Just someone you didn't want, he replied. Where am I? I asked, trying to move my body. You could say we are in your mind right now. You know, when people are about to die, they get a flash of their past before their life ends, the man said. Am I going to die? I said, feeling helpless. Yes, but don't worry. You'll come back, the man said. Come back? I said, feeling my life leaving me. Yeah, the moment you die, your humanity will die along with you, leaving just me to take over for you, the man said. I looked at him, trying to determine if I could trust him or not. But the downside to this is the moment you lose your humanity, everyone you know or loved will forget that you ever existed. And it's for the best, because it will bring complication if people saw you still running around alive and you not being you, the man said. I see, I said, feeling nothing mattered anymore. Guess for a dying man, doesn't matter. I'll take care of your body, and I promise your friends and your family will be protected. You have my word, the man said. Feeling my entire existence drifting, I suddenly see flashes of my life going through me, seeing every memory flying by me. I felt sad knowing that I wasn't going to see my friends or family again with my eyes closed. While going through my memory, one memory stayed with me, showing me when Amelia and I as children, with me carrying her on my back. We were in the woods covered in dirt, and Amelia was crying on my back, clinging tightly on my shoulders. Seeing this memory helped me regain my consciousness, seeing my child self talking with Amelia, but I couldn't hear what it was about. I can't die right here, I said, picking myself up from the water with strength emerging. Not here, not now. I have something that I have to see through till the end. See what through? The man said. Something that I can't back out from, I said, struggling to get on my feet. So you're willing to make yourself suffer just to keep something that you can't give up on? The man asked. Call it cliche. Call it no motivation. But if it's something that'll help me survive till the end, then I'll accept anything that'll be thrown at me, I said. And what are you going to do about the enemy? The man asked. I stared at the figure engulfed in flames, reaching my hand out towards him. You said that you would take care of my body, right? Then how about a deal? I said. Deal? I'll let you live in my body till I find a way to get rid of you, and you'll help me survive whether I ask for your powers or for assistance, I said. The man stares at me before laughing out loud, dumbfounded from what he has heard. Do we have a deal or what? I asked. There was never a deal to be made in the first place. My power is already yours to use. You just refused to use it in the first place, the man said, shaking my hand. The moment the man shook my hand, dark shadow emerges from the water, grabbing onto my legs. climbing its way up, dragging me down. As the hands dragged me down, I suddenly felt a surge of emotion rushing through my head and heart. In my head, I heard echoes of people raging, crying, laughing, and screams, while in my heart, I felt my heart breaking multiple times, being stabbed, crushed, alone, and many other horrible feelings. Though, I'm now wondering, the man said, which will break first, your sanity or your humanity? I struggled, screaming from every negative emotion building up inside me, feeling my head and heart was going to break soon. Just a bit of warning before you leave, the man said as my vision slowly goes dark. You'll technically be a half demon after today, but as time goes by, you'll slowly start to lose your humanity, and using your power will only quicken the process. So with that, I wish you luck, partner. Everything faded to dark as I hear Robert calling out my name, as I worried what was going to happen to me from now on in the future. That about does it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed because I'll be continuing the story. When it comes out, I still can't say because I'm busy with life and all, but if you guys want to see my gameplay that I've been showing through the video, then make sure you check out my channel and don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next time.